Yes, ma'am. So let's begin. So some few questions for our esteemed guest, Mrs. Jyotsna Harjai. Let's start. Ma'am, what do you think? How should we start our day when it comes to managing self-care? Like by taking a few moments for ourselves each day in the morning to check for ourselves.
Thank you for the question, Madhu. Yes, so to answer this question, I would like to start by saying that everybody has their own ideal routine. So here I would like to suggest that if we all take 15 minutes time to get up early by not hitting the snooze button, and then take that time as the me time, right? So if it actually inspired me to get up, because that is the important, very important time for me when I'm having an appointment with myself. So how I utilize that time: in the morning when I get up, first thing I do that I sit on my bed and I pay my gratitude to this universe. Thank you for giving me such another wonderful day. And then what I do, after paying my gratitude for everything, every single thing in my life, I start my day. And then I get up from the bed and I look myself in the mirror. And then I do not watch me as, time. I just see myself as a beautiful soul. I see myself in the mirror, giving a pat on my back that, oh, you look so beautiful inside and outside. This is how I start my day. And with this thought, if you start your day, it will make your day. It will boost your self-esteem. It will tell you that you are an important person and you need to be taken care by yourself. So this is how I start my day. Thank you.
What an amazing answer, ma'am. So Kajal Umritwala, can you please mute yourself?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, all right, all right.
Are brought up like that. We have, from the childhood, we have been told that we need to take care of our family, and then when we get married, we have lots of responsibility to taking care of our children and the family and the husband and all. So the way you take care of your family and your near and dear ones, you also deserve to take care of yourself the same way. You need to show the same kindness to yourself also. Give yourself the same care and attention the way you give to your family. Make it an appointment with yourself. Make it a point to practice self.
Is it that only I'm not able to hear her, or
No, I guess she got disconnected.
let's wait for her?
What happened, ma'am? Hello?
Sir, actually, ma'am got disconnected. Mrs. Harjai got disconnected. So she'll be back. We'll just wait for a few seconds. She'll be back.
Okay.
Ma'am, should I call her? Sadhana ma'am? Ma'am, you are on mute.
Yes, please get in touch with her so
Yeah.
that we can
Yes, I'll
know
call her.
what the problem is and we can do something about it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I just want to say here that when the good things are happening, there are always negative energies which come. So there is a glitch of an internet. I'm so sorry for this. So I'm here again.
No, ma'am, it's fine. It's fine. You can continue with your answer.
So I was telling that the way you take care of your family and the way you give time to your family, you just need to think about yourself also. It will not be a selfish decision. And, there is a balance between selfishness and self-sacrifice. So when you sacrifice, means when you keep working for yourself, but for your family, you are sacrificing. At the end of the day, sometimes we think that, I have done so much and nobody is taking sacrifice and selflessness.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, moving on to the next question. While some may misconstrue self care as selfishness, please tell our audience about the importance of self care and why it shouldn't be neglected.
Sacrifice and selfishness. I have seen, sorry. Yeah, so when you take care of yourself by not compromising your own duties to the family, you are showing self-compassion also, right? So I have seen many ladies in Indian society, when they keep on working throughout the day, whether they are working women or whether they are housewives, at the end of the day, they come to the counselors with that, anxiety and depressive thoughts that I do everything for everyone, but nobody takes care of me. So with that thought, if you're living your life, how you will be happy, right? So now here, what I mean to say, delicate balance between self-sacrifice and selfishness. And there are many modern ladies also who feel that when they spend the whole day in the parlors, they spend the whole time in the kitty parties, and then they do not think like that. And there are ladies who keep on saying that they do so much and nobody appreciate their efforts. So self-care is giving the world the best of you. It's not that whatever is left for you, you take that. I repeat, self-care is not giving the world the best of you. It's not that what is left for you.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. What an amazing answer.
What amazing
So, the
answer.
next question. Yes, ma'am. So, how to feel normal when we are feeling down or having a bad day, especially during this COVID situation worldwide?
Yeah, so this is again very important, that how strong you feel in the challenging times. What is your inner strength which motivates you to move further? It also depends what you think about yourself, what is yourself. I take this answer, I would like to answer this question in 3 points. First is, whenever I'm in a difficult situation, whenever I feel challenged that I am not able to handle something, how I take ahead, how I move ahead with me. Number one, I think rationally. Whatever situation is there, I try to give a reason to that situation. When I start thinking rationally, I stop thinking negative. I start giving reasons to why this particular situation has arisen, what are the factors and what can be done. So it is a problem solving technique. It is a problem solving technique that when there is a problem, one thing is to identify the problem. Second thing is to find out what all available options are. When options are there, then we can choose out of those options, and then definitely there is a solution to any problem. This is one thing of thinking rationally. Second thing, if I'm so challenged, I'm just finding solutions and helping hands. Now, in that situation, what do? I share my feelings. It's not that sharing feeling like normal. No, I'm not doing to expect from somebody else that I need somebody's help. No, I just share my feelings, because when I'm sharing my feelings and thoughts to somebody, then I am translating my thoughts into words. When I am translating my thoughts into words, it is helping me to understand what cognitive processes I'm going through. Right? So when I am translating my thoughts into my language, I understand my thought process. I understand my thought process, then it shows me the way to move ahead. I'm not sharing with any of my friend or my mother or sister or my son. No, I don't need anything from them. Maybe I'm being selfish here, but yes, that will give me a clear way of thinking that, okay, this is the situation and what I need to move ahead, how I need to move ahead. So I'm changing my thoughts into my words. I'm giving my thoughts language, which will help me to understand, which will help me to, take a stand for myself and to think about my problem and the solutions. And number 3, what I do. I always keep a list ready of my abilities, my strengths. I never make a list of my weaknesses. I always write my strengths, and I always make the things ready for myself, that what makes me happy. Now, when I'm in a challenge situation, when my mind is not able to think anything positive, then I pick up that list. I just see that what I can do now, which will, make me feel little better. It can be any hobby, it can be something, some creative work, it can be, going to some place and spending time with yourself alone or with a loved one. So it can be anything. So I request you all young ladies, make a list of the things which you like to do, and make a long list of your strengths, which will help you when you look at that list. It will help you, you will feel empowered. When you are, you are not able to think anything as in a difficult situation, when you will see the list of your strengths, it will give you more ideas, and you will stand tall with yourself. So this is my answer. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I'll
I hope I
definitely
have
make a
answered
list
it.
now.
Good. Good answer.
So the next question.
Yes, please.
How to deal with changes in our mood swings, which later on result in procrastination and brings more worries?
How to bring a change in your mood swings, you are saying?
No, how to deal with the mood swings,
How to deal with the
which
mood
result
swings.
in procrastination and worries.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
See, mood swings, why there are changes in the mood? First, we need to try to understand this. There are mood fluctuations when there are hormonal changes, number 1. When there is a lack of sleep, number 2. When we have unscheduled day, when unexpected happen, then. And maybe number 4, irregular diet. So when we are not taking good food, and so there are a lot of mood swings which challenge us, right? So what happens when we have mood swings? It brings us sadness, it brings irritability, it makes us aggressive, we lose interest in pleasurable activities which we used to take interest in. So this is what it all happens. So mood swings happens because of some of the reasons I have just told. And then what happens in the mood swings? And then when, yeah, of course, when we are not able to follow